Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these Maker Tool deep dives. Today is going to be a fun one because we're finally putting the spotlight on something that's been popping up everywhere in the budget laser world, the Wizmaker Wand Mini 2.5 watt laser engraver. Now, if you've been scrolling through Amazon, AliExpress, or TikTok lately, you've probably seen these ultra-compact diode lasers marketed as the perfect entry-level machine for hobbyists, crafters, teachers, or anyone who wants to dip their toes into laser engraving without dropping hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This little guy from Wizmaker is priced right around that magical sub-$100 mark for the 2.5 watt version, and it's designed to be as beginner-friendly as possible. In this video, we're going to do a complete, no-fluff review. We'll start with a full unboxing to see exactly what you get in the box, how everything is packaged, and if there's any assembly required, or if it's truly plug and play like they claim. Then we'll walk through the initial setup, step by step, connecting it to power, focusing the laser, and getting it ready to fire for the first time. I'll share any tips or gotchas I run into along the way, so you can avoid them if you decide to grab one yourself. After that, the real fun begins. I'll run the machine through a bunch of real-world engraving tests on a variety of materials. We're talking cork, slate, and leather, and wood. I'll show you the before and after close-up, talk about settings I use like power, percentage, speed, the number of passes, and whether the detail holds up to our expectations. We'll also cover things like how stable the frame feels, and overall build quality for something in this price range. By the end, you'll have a clear idea of whether this is a solid starter laser for personalized gifts, Etsy projects, custom signage, or just fun weekend tinkering, or if you'd rather be better off saving up for something with more power. A quick disclosure before we jump in. Wizmaker sent me this Wand Mini 2.5 watt unit free of charge specifically for review purposes. That said, they have zero say in what I say or show in this video. I maintain full creative control, and everything you're about to hear is 100% my honest opinion based on actually using this machine in my workspace. No sponsored fluff here, just real testing. If you're excited to see how a sub-$100 laser performs in 2026, stick around because I think you're going to be surprised by what this tiny powerhouse can do. Whether you're completely new to lasers or you've got a bigger machine and are curious about portable secondary option, this should give you a good sense of its strengths and limitations. All right, enough chatting. Let's get into it. First out of the box is the Wizmaker Wand Mini user manual. If this is your first laser, I do recommend skimming through it before jumping in. Next is the Laser Gerbil operation guide. Laser Gerbil is free software, very beginner friendly, so this is a nice touch for people just getting started. Now I'm removing the main packing foam. Inside the foam are several components like the laser head, safety goggles, tools, and the power supply. I'll set this aside for a moment and start what's already visible. Here are the included safety goggles. Since this is an open frame laser, eye protection is absolutely required when it's running. And here's the fully assembled laser gantry. Right away, this feels very solid. There's no wobble, no flex, and the build quality is better than I expected at this price point. Now let's go back to the foam that I set aside earlier. First out is a small toolkit. Everything you need to assemble and adjust your laser is included. Next is the laser head. It's still protected in its bag. I'll remove that now. Switching to a close-up here, I'm sliding the laser onto the mount and tightening it down with a thumb screw to hold it securely in place. Now I'm plugging the cable from the gantry directly into the laser head. Next is the power supply, which I'll remove from the plastic bag. I'm plugging the power supply right into the gantry. And here's an overhead look at everything laid out on the table. That wraps up the unboxing. This is a very simple thing. Now let's talk about what you get and what you don't with the Wizmaker Wand Mini. If you're brand new to laser engraving, this is important. A 2.5 watt diode laser is very slow, and that's okay. Speed, power, and price are always a trade-off. This machine is designed to be affordable and approachable, not fast. In laser Gerbil, you'll be adjusting the power and speed depending on material. Lower power lasers require patience, but they're also more forgiving for beginners. Let's start engraving. First up is cork. We're going to use the same image across all materials. Next is slate, still using the same design. PU leather. Here's PU leather, which is a popular material for beginners. And now wood, using a vector image. Finally, another engraving on wood. This time we're going to use a PNG image. Looking closely at the cork, the contrast is surprisingly good. Cork chars easily, which makes it ideal for lower powered lasers. This engraving took about 15 minutes. On slate, the image is clean and readable. Slate works very well because the laser reacts with the color of the slate. But again, patience is required at this wattage. The PU leather turned out very well. The edges are crisp without excessive burning, which is exactly what you want. And on wood, both the vector and PNG engravings came out nicely. PNG images take a little longer because the laser has to process the grayscale detail, but the results are consistent. So, would I recommend the Wizmaker Wand Mini? Honestly, yes. Given its low entry price, solid build quality, and ease of use, I'm genuinely impressed. If you're on the fence about getting into laser engraving, I believe this is a smart, low-risk way to get started. Before you take off, if this video helped you out even a little bit, whether it saved you time, money, or just helped you avoid a headache, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really does help the channel more than you might think, and it tells YouTube, hey, this was actually useful. And if you're into lasers, engraving, reviews, tutorials, and real-world testing, not just the glossy marketing stuff, please make sure you subscribe. This channel is all about hands-on experience, what works, what doesn't, and what you should know before you spend your hard-earned money. I post new videos regularly covering things like laser reviews, setup tips, engraving settings, project ideas, and sometimes mistakes nobody wants to admit they made. So you don't have to make them yourself. And tap that notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. YouTube likes to play hide and seek with new videos, and that bell is the only way to guarantee you'll see them when they drop. If you've got questions, ideas for future videos, or something you want me to test, leave a comment below. I actually read them, and a lot of my videos come directly from viewer suggestions. Thank you for watching, thanks for supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.